When you visit a seaside town, it's very easy just to head down to the beach and get yourself fish and chips, isn't it? And often it's a disappointment. I've come to Torquay. Why have I come to Torquay? Well, I thought, let's see what else is about. So I've had a little look on Google Maps and found what I think is the best rated place in Torquay, and it's not a fish and chip shop. In fact, it kind of looks a bit like a cheapish cafe, but it's serving Vietnamese food. Just over my shoulder here, a beautiful green coloured building, and it's called Pho Nam. Now, pho is of course the famous noodle soupy brothy thing from Vietnam, but I'm expecting them to have all sorts of other flavours, dishes from that cuisine. So let's get inside and find out what it's all about, shall we? No fish and chips today. So I've come in and been seated, folks, and I've got the menu here, which is pretty extensive, to be honest with you. There's a whole bunch of different starter options. You can get aromatic duck here, you can get Vietnamese summer rolls. That sounds really appealing, actually. And of course the pho. There's different types of it. There's spicy, not spicy. I might go for a spicy one. That sounds like a good idea, doesn't it? Yeah, coconut curry as well. All sorts going on. And they even have like a lunchtime special deal here. £11.50, where you can get a main course and some rice. A few different options there. Yeah, really, really good by the looks of it. Now, talking of being really, really good, the reason I've picked to come here out of anywhere else is that on Google, their reviews are 4.9 out of 5. 4.9 out of 5. That's pretty exceptional, isn't it? And especially for a little place like this. It's just a couple of native Vietnamese people, by the looks of it, running the place, just churning out the food that they know and love. And apparently the people of Torquay love it too, so I am looking forward to trying it. I'd like the summer roll,
Yep.
please.
Which one would you like, prawn, chicken, or...?
Prawn. Prawn is good, yeah, thank you.
You're not allergic to peanut?
No, peanut is good, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
And you said this one is the spicier one, yeah?
Yeah,
okay. We take that with...
Special?
The special one, yeah, with everything, yeah.
Okay, alright, thank you.
Okay, and for a drink?
Cold drink in the fridge,
Oh, okay, I'll go and grab one. Okay, thank you very much. Okay, so the order is in. They have a fridge for you to go and help yourself to cold drinks. I've picked this up. A mango drink. £3 for a can. Let's give it a little try while we're waiting for the food to arrive, shall we? I don't know if you're supposed to shake it first or what. Doesn't say. Oh yeah. Chill and shake well for better flavour. Okay. Maybe I should have done that before I cracked it open. Let's see how this is. I do like mango flavoured stuff. That's rather good. It actually kind of tastes like mango juice. It's thick, kind of viscous. It's not a fizzy beverage. That's not bad. Very sweet. I like it. Okay, I can hear them cooking away in the kitchen. Hopefully, my lunch won't be too long. But that didn't take very long at all, and my food is here, and I gotta say, it looks beautiful and fresh. And the aroma coming particularly from this big bowl of pho is just next level, next level. Let's start off with these prawn rolls though, the prawn summer rolls. So I've got a little sauce here with peanuts in, and the lady who served me says I have to mix it all together, and that's a great little dipping sauce for these. And I gotta say, they look really, really inviting. Let me pick one up here so you can see. So here we have on the top the prawn, then we look inside, and there's rice in there, and salad, and it all wrapped up in this kind of rice paper stuff. Very, very fresh, and again, smells nice. There's a smell of mint or something in there as well, a little herbal thing. I'm going to try it first as it comes, and then we're going to go into this sauce. Pretty substantial as well, I wasn't expecting it. to be as substantial as this. I guess that's the rice in there that's doing that. Wow. That is beautiful and fresh tasting. The prawns are nice and meaty. And you get that nice prawn flavour with them too. Oh, it's very good. Very good, thank you. The chef just come out to check, make sure everything is to my liking. This is so fresh and delicious. You can see the mint in there, just down here. That's giving it a nice little zing of flavour too. And then you've got the fresh crunch of the lettuce there, a bit of cucumber. That's so good. Right, let's go into this this peanut dipping sauce now. Now, I'm expecting there to be fish sauce in there, a bit of chilli. That's intense. A vinegary hit in there, and chilli, and the nuts, and a bit of sweetness. It's a very heady combination. But it's a really nice contrast to the delicate flavours within this roll. That's so good. £7 this dish is. £7. I don't think that's unfair. You look at this, this would be a good sharing starter for 2 people. No problem at all. The sauce makes it. It just takes it all to another level. I've got to go in for some more. Here we go. What a combination of flavours. What's great about it, I say in here, it's quite delicate. You've got prawn, rice, doesn't have a lot of flavour, the lettuce and stuff. Just that mint kind of is the punchiest thing in there. When you dip into here, and you've got flavours that are contrasting and complementing. It really livens the taste buds up. Cool. I've had to put that to one side for a moment now, so we can get started on this. Now I think it's probably alright because I feel the bowl and it's still really, really hot. But I want you to come in and have a little closer look at how jam-packed this soup is. It's next level. Come and see this. Here we go, folks. So you can see here, we have some more of these juicy king prawns on the top there. Some scallion or spring onion, some fresh onion. And then we move around. We've got all sorts of sliced beef in there. There's brisket. There's regular beef. Looks like we've got some chicken here too. Absolutely jam-packed. And then we get underneath, and that's where you start to find the rice noodles there, see? Glistening, covered in that stock, which apparently is going to be spicy, fragrant, and I imagine pretty damn delicious. To add into that, we have additional options as well. Look, I'll bring these over so you can see them. We've got some lime here, got some fresh chilli, coriander at the back there, and some bean sprouts to add in too. Wow. So I guess these items you just kind of add in to taste, really. Maybe the bean sprouts all go in, because maybe they need to cook in the broth or something, but I'm just going to go for this. I want to try the broth by itself first, though. I've got this, like, plastic ladle. Oh, I'll tell you what, she wasn't wrong. That is pretty spicy. That stock is great. Kind of a mix between a lightness and a depth of flavour. I know that kind of almost sounds contradictory. But you can tell time has gone into making this broth. Oh. That is not something out of a packet, let me tell you. That is very, very good. These are people who clearly understand the food and are bringing their knowledge of that food, of that culture, to the people of Torquay. Wow. I'm going to pop that down for a second, that ladle. I'm going to go with a few bean sprouts. I'm going to get a fork and actually get into this so that we can taste some of the meat. There we go. We'll go with a bit of that. We'll go with a bit of coriander. There we are. We'll even bung in a little bit of fresh chilli too. And we'll go with the squeezer lime over the top. Let's get a whole flavour explosion going on, shall we? Okay, I've got to try some of this beef. This looks like the brisket here. And it's falling apart. That's been well cooked. It's so soft. But retains that real beefy flavour. And that, again, I think it's been cooked in a broth or in a stock with some chilli in it. I am picking up a chilli hit just from the beef by itself. Oh, yes. Chicken next. Just shredded. And that's not bad. It doesn't have as much flavour, obviously, as the beef. But let me tell you, the texture of it is really good. I like that. Okay, we're going to come over and find the other beef here. So this is not the brisket, this is just regular beef, which is kind of cooked fresh and then added in. Got some bean sprout with that one. So that's got a different texture. A little bit more chew to it, not in a bad way, just more texture than the soft brisket. And I think it benefits from that, because it is different. If it's just too much the same, it wouldn't work quite as well. Let's see if we can get some of these noodles as well. So these are kind of like, what do they call these? Vermicelli noodles, I think. Again, very, very nicely cooked. Not overdone, so they're not all just soggy. There's a tiny little bit of bite, a little bit of chew left into that noodle. God, these guys aren't mucking about. I tell you what, this is a really simple, unassuming looking place. It kind of looks like a real sort of back street. You know, if you were to go into like a hawker market in Singapore or somewhere like that, you know, that kind of vibe. But I tell you what, they are knocking out some great food here. Fresh, flavoursome, exciting. And let's be honest, that's a big portion, right? Now this, because it's the special one, is a bit more expensive. This is £15 for this bowl. But that's because you've got the brisket, the regular beef, the chicken, and the prawn in there. The regular one, if you just pick one of the meats, I think starts around £11, £12. That's great value. That is great value. Those summer rolls, like I say, share that between two and grab a bowl like this each. You're in for a great meal. And not just a light lunch, I don't think. This would set you up as a dinner. No problem. Now, these guys are open a lot. They're open from midday until 10 PM, 6 days a week. Now, if it's just these two working in here, I mean, that's putting some hours in, isn't it? That really is. They're closed on Wednesdays, but every other day from noon until 10 PM. And presumably doing prep on top of that as well. Can't fault it. It's not elegant food to eat. Or if it is, I'm not eating it elegantly. But what it is blooming delicious. Oh, I haven't tried the prawn in here yet. Let's grab one of those out there. 3 big juicy prawns again. Yeah, that's really good. I'll tell you what, on a summer's day like this, a broth that's reasonably light, with some noodles and a bit of meat and stuff in there, is a really nice meal. Especially if you pair it with those summer rolls as well. Not heavy in any way. God. But you're going to come away feeling very full and with your taste buds having been excited. No doubt about that at all. Wow. Hats off to these guys. I can see why they're getting these ratings on Google. I really can. I've got to say, that is some of the most flavoursome food I've had on this channel for a long time. Incredible. You can go to the best places in London, Michelin star places around the country, and you won't find some food as tasty as that was. I was chatting with the owners. They make everything from scratch here, okay? Nothing gets bought in terms of stocks or anything like that. They just boil some bones and make their own. And you can really tell that attention to detail in everything. Just great. Is it the prettiest food in the world? You know, has it got that Michelin star kind of vibe? No. But it doesn't have to. It is just bowls full of flavour. Incredible stuff. Incredible stuff. Right, I'm going to drink a bit more of my mango juice. Pay my bill. Head outside and we'll sum it all up. But colour me impressed. This is good. Wow. End of review. I mean, honestly, the flavours there were just incredible. I got chatting with the owners afterwards, and it is, like I said, just the two of them working there 6 days a week. Basically, they have a long history of working in the industry, from restaurants in Mayfair to sort of family concerns around the country, and now it's their turn to set up a place of their own, taking all the skills they've learned, all the recipes they know, and implementing them into this restaurant here in Torquay. And it's great. It is absolutely great. Nothing fancy in there in the inside. Like I say, it kind of looks a bit like a sort of cheap cafe. But the food will blow your mind. Let me tell you that. It really will. Those little summer rolls that I had, so fresh, so full of flavour, and that dipping sauce just took everything to a new level. All fresh, all made on the premises. Brilliant. And then going on to that big bowl of pho. I got the spicy one, and it was just the right level of spice. Not overpoweringly so, not so much that it took away from any of the other flavours, but a nice background heat to it. So many different aromats going into that stock, broth, or whatever that they use. All done in-house, nothing bought in, just using ingredients from their own kitchen. What I liked, some of the aromats are things that you add afterwards. So if you don't want the extra chilli, it's not in there. If you don't like coriander, it's not in there. But you can add them as you like. And I like that, because not everybody's the same. Not everyone's going to want the same things in there. And they've thought of that. And the portion sizes, good God. I mean, did you see how big that bowl of soup was? And all the noodles in there? I mean, that's substantial food, isn't it? That is substantial food. What did I pay? £15 for that big bowl of soup with the prawns, the brisket, the other beef, the chicken, the noodles, the aromats, the stock. I think that's good value. I really do. £7 for those summer rolls. Again, given the size of them, great value. And £3 for that mango drink, which was pretty interesting, to be honest. Expected a fizzy kind of drink and got basically a mango juice. It's good though. So total £25. Obviously no service charge. I've got to give it a score. Do you know what? It's one of the easiest 5 out of 5s I've given. It really is. A small business, little family run concern, banging food, and a very, very fair price. If you're ever in Torquay, go and check it out. It's called Pho Nam, and it's great. Anyway, enough of me waxing lyrical about this. I need to get on the road, places to be, people to see. So, if you've enjoyed this video, don't forget, click a thumbs up on there for me. It does help the channel, and if you're new around here and you like what you've seen, dig around the vault a little bit, see what you find, see if there's anything else you enjoy, and if you do, you know the drill. Click the subscribe button, ding your bell, all that stuff. Right, I am going to hop in the car. I'll see you next time.